Hey guys, it's finally here. Are you ready for the biggest rant you've ever seen? We have Arwin here on the Plan Lane podcast, and he's going to be ranting about Fire Emblem Fates. We talked a lot about this on the first episode, but it's finally happening. The most requested thing in the past one day is here. You ready? Are you ready? No. Are you
Yes,
ready?
I am very ready. My
It's
body
me,
is ready.
Alex, and I'm going to be reacting to Arwin's rant on Fire Emblem Fates, his most hated game in one of his most favorite series. Are
All
you
right,
ready?
let's
Let's go.
let's start off with let's just start off with an easy conversation topic. Fire Emblem Fates is a shit series.
There you go.
They messed up all three times,
Yeah.
and the new Fire Emblem game, Fire Emblem Three Houses, is starting to look like Fire Emblem Fates because it looks like it's following the very same storyline. Let's
There you go.
right in. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to explain Fire Emblem Fates, like the story, because the story is extremely stupid. So let's go. I'm on the wiki right now. So what happens is we have Corrin, female Corrin. That's the only one that matters.
Okay.
Female Corrin is being raised by Garon, the king of Nor, because there's two countries. There's Nor, and then there's the other one, the one that no one cares about.
Like who something?
Hoshino, right? Yeah,
Huh?
and it's Hoshino. It's called Hoshino.
Hoshino.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's the main thing. Just think about those two kingdoms, right?
Yep.
Now, Corrin has been living in isolation for his entire life. Her entire life. Her. That's the important part. Because, and the only friends she really has is her four siblings: Xander, Camilla, the good one, Lee, no one cares, and Elise. Shoot her in the forehead because
There you
she's annoying. And then after one Corrin's I don't know, a teenager close to a young adult, Garrett finally lets them leave the house by putting her through a test of courage by executing some people that have been invading Nor from Hoshino. When they refuse to kill them, Garen makes them go to this bottomless canyon where Corrin and her bodyguard Gunter are betrayed by Hans the Thumb Man because Hans looks like a thumb.
Oh man.
And then Corrin's sword, the magic sword that Garen gave him, the Gunglari, throws him into a ravine. Or throws her into a ravine. And then suddenly one of his other retainers that no one cares about, a chick this time, turns into a fish and brings Corrin to heaven.
Okay.
And then when they get back to the bottomless canyon after they go to heaven, Corrin gets knocked out by a chick and a ninja from Hoshino, where they kidnap him and they meet up with the Hoshidan queen, Mikoto, who turns out that Corrin is Mikoto's actual kid and that he was kidnapped.
Wait a minute.
So, right? Now, no one cares, right?
Yep.
Because all of a sudden, there's this blue-haired chick who sings really well named Azura, who's completely useless in the game. Absolutely trash unit. And then she reveals that she was a Norian princess that was kidnapped by Hoshido and raised in there. And then after a week or so, Corrin gets introduced to Ryoma, Hino, the annoying one, Takumi, we'll talk more about him later, and Sakura, right? She's the little girl that also needs to get shot in the head.
There you go.
Mikoto decides to make it a public event that Corrin is back, which is an extremely bad idea, because all of a sudden, a mysterious figure takes the magic sword from Corrin and kills her. And blows up the town.
Nice.
So then, after that, Corrin suddenly turns into a dragon and starts shitting on everything, right? Because, of course, she can. And then the hooded figure goes away. And then the blue-haired chick manages to stop Corrin by singing a song.
She did it! Oh my god.
Is that after Corrin has to deal with the fact that he killed 60 people, the statue in the center of town that somehow wasn't destroyed before explodes, and then the magic chainsaw sword hops out. Except right now it's not Chainsaw sword. It's just a golden sword with a rock in it.
Okay.
Apparently, the queen named Makoto had a magic barrier that was protecting Hoshido from Noir, but he's dead now.
Then
The two kingdoms are going to fight, and then after they fight, the two sibling groups meet up, and then Korrin has to choose who will he be with, because
he, her, she,
she who will she be. Now here's where the plot gets 10 times dumber, because now we have 3 different versions. One of them is really simple, one of them is really simple and also the right one, and one of them is extremely stupid. Guess which one's which? Let's start with the extremely simple one. This is the red game.
Red.
Now here, after we talk about the story, I'll talk about why the red game and the purple game and the blue game don't make any sense, because they're all stupid.
Got it.
So Korrin chooses, in the red game, Korrin chooses Hoshido, the wrong choice. And she has to go and protect citizens from Nor, right? And for like a couple chapters just to level up. During their then all of a sudden Hinoka comes in and says that Ryoma and Takumi have gone missing, and then eventually they're reunited with Takumi. Now Takumi is the worst, but not in this storyline.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden Korrin is in Nor, and she's looking out for this old dude called the Rainbow Sage, who is basically like for any of you Dragon Ball Fates fans, she's basically like I don't remember the dude's name, but the big fat greed Namekian on planet Namek that just touches people and turns them into super soldiers, because because the Rainbow Sage does that, and then all of a sudden the gold sword with a rock becomes a little bit stronger. Because apparently the gold sword with the rock is powered by Korrin's relationships with his siblings, and it only becomes a little bit stronger. Right?
Right.
Takumi's bow, the Fujin Yumi, and then the Yato start to have sex, and then it becomes more powerful. That's exactly what happened. Because then the two things merge together and glow. The Fujin Yumi is farted out of the sword, and the sword becomes more powerful.
Yeah, got it. Perfect.
And then apparently there's a Norian resistance army who is trying to stop King Garen's rule, but they don't matter. They're just nameless, get shot. Then they finally reunite with Ryoma. But because the Rainbow Sage isn't there anymore, they can't have their weapons have sex with the Yato and make it stronger.
Yeah.
Once they have the army, right? They have their epic army. They decide to go and, explodify the Norse. But then what happens is, 2 people die. Lilith, the fish lady, and Flora, the best girl.
Oh, okay.
There's a third one.
Camilla and...
There's Camilla. Then there's Flora, and Flora is awesome.
Okay.
Flora is... I hope I'm thinking about Flora. Yes, please.
What?
No, Flora's the worst. Never mind. Shoot Flora.
Never mind.
Just stab herself.
That's different.
Felicia's the best. Flora needs to die, and Flora does die.
Okay,
Felicia. Cool. Felicia is cute. Trash Bag and Fish Lady get shot, and then they encounter Han, some man, and some nameless other dude named Iago, who's like the magician for the king, right? And they get stabbed, right? And no one cares about them. Then finally, on their final assault of Castle Krakenberg, which is what the Norian castle is called,
Krakenberg.
Korrin has to fight Xander alone, and then Xander nearly kills Korrin, but then Elise decides to kill herself and dies in Xander's arms.
Oh, okay.
About to kill Korrin, and Elise jumps in the way, all Piccolo style, and she dies. But then Xander continues to fight Korrin. Then he gives up because he's depressed, and he dies. And he realizes that his dad is crazy, so he asks Korrin to kill him, and then he dies.
Yeah.
So then Korrin confronts Garen in his royal bathroom and defeats him. But then Ganon turns into a dragon and snaps the Ganon, very similar names. Ganon transforms into a dragon and snaps Corrin's weird sex sword in half.
Like normal.
Fatally wounded. But then all the dead people who sacrifice themselves come back in Corrin's brains, and then he gets up, and then all of a sudden they reforge the sex sword and have it have sex with the Raijinta, which is which is Ryomu's magic sword that shoots lightning, and then they go to Garen with Azura, who uses her magic song that does literally everything to weaken him, and then they stab Garen, and Azura dissolves into water.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. Why not?
Yeah. And then
oh God.
Ryoma takes his place at as king of Hoshido. But then what happens is that Camilla and Leo come to the ceremony, and Camilla announces that she's going to relinquish her title as the rightful ruler of Nor, and because she's depressed and she's about to kill herself.
Cool.
Because this is the wrong answer. Because we need Camilla. So then Leo becomes the king of Nor.
Leo.
And then in Castletown, they make a new statue, and then maybe they hide another sword in it, but they don't know.
Okay.
All right, now here's the context. Oh yeah, that's the wrong answer. Now this is the right answer. It still sucks, but we have Camilla in it, so it's good. So
got it.
So instead of Corrin just pairing up with the people that he met literally a week ago, he goes and, fights with his lifelong family, the Norians, right? So, but Garen asks Corrin to quell the rebellion at the Ice Tribe, which is a needlessly hard battle, all right? This battle, it's so stupid because you're completely underleveled, you have no distance unit, and the entire field is filled with ice magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And Corrin doesn't have any distance attacks yet. Oh, did I mention that Corrin can just transform into a dragon now because Azura gave him a rock?
Oh, yeah.
He didn't even have to do any training or anything to unlock his dragon power. She just gave him a rock.
Oh, a dragon, no.
Yeah.
That's me.
A rock. All right?
Iraq.
There was no growth in Corrin. It was a rock. It's called a dragon stone in game. But no, she just gave him a rock, and all of a sudden Corrin's a master dragon.
Yeah.
So then, they kill everyone in the Ice Tribe. They commit many atrocities. But Corrin, even though Corrin is obliterating literally everyone, she doesn't want to cause any unnecessary bloodshed. And then Iago, remember Iago, the guy that no one cared about and got stabbed in last storyline?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Was actually King Garen's tactician, and he's setting up all these stupid trials for Corrin to follow through with, right? But Corrin succeeds, but you only know that Corrin succeeds because the story only keeps going and Corrin succeeds. The game is dumb, all right? And then it turns out that the Rainbow Sage from earlier is actually kidnapped, and they have to rescue him from Notre Sausage. And then Corrin unlocks the Yato's power, allowing it to have sex with Leo's book. Achieving Grim Yato. But it's not at full power yet because only Leo is there. And then the Rainbow Sage shoots himself to make it so other people can't use his power.
Okay.
So then Garen, who's pleased by Corrin's actions, finally allows them to follow him closely, and then they have to fight for Nor's conquest against Hoshido. And then there's an opera house, right? There's an opera house. And then there's this girl who's totally not just Azura, but in black, is singing a magic song that definitely doesn't just do everything, right?
Oh, the song.
And the song apparently somehow hurts King Garen a little bit, and then he captures and kills all the songstresses in the opera house.
Yeah.
But then Azura gets away, because Corrin follows Azura to where he gets to watch her descend into the lake and disappear. Corrin follows suit, but then all of a sudden he's with Gunter, who miraculously survived his fall in the canyon because Lilith didn't go grab Gunter when he fell in the canyon.
Yeah.
And then Azura helps them go back to the real world, and then she gives Corrin another rock showing
rock. Oh my god.
King
The
Garen's
growth rock.
which is actually just a giant slime. But the wiki says horrendous water demon, but no, it's a slime. I could pull up a picture. But yeah, it's disgusting, right? So then apparently the throne at the castle in Hoshido has magic powers too, and it's said to reveal a person's true form so that all of the siblings can see that Garen's actually an evil slime, right? And that's definitely the main plan, right? Because then so
Makes
then
sense.
Corrin goes along with the Norian army now at full force because he's got everyone. He collected Camilla, which is the important part.
Yep.
So then apparently there's a thing called an eternal stairway, which is and then they have an attack there, which is orchestrated by Iago, and they're attacked by these things called facelesses, which are just giant rape machines.
Yep.
And the fish lady dies again because she always has to die.
Fish lady.
Corrin has to fight all the royal siblings, although she does her best to spare the lives, but she stabs her anyways.
Okay.
Actually, Corrin takes Sakura as a prisoner of war. Then he stabs Takumi, even though he's not. No, she doesn't stab Takumi. Takumi goes out like a bitch. He's not even fatally wounded, and he kills himself.
Oh.
But then, outside of the castle, Corrin has to fight Hinoka, but she is defeated, and Corrin spares her. And then Corrin pulls like the ultimate dick move, and she spares her and then takes her weapon.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
He takes her magic stick as proof of her execution.
I have your magic stick now.
They finally get to the castle where they have to sit Garen on the throne, or Garen, the king, on the throne, and then Corrin gives Garen Hinoka's pokey stick, and Iago ruins everything by going, "Oh, she's not right," but Garen believes them anyways and silences Iago, which I think he kills Iago, but I don't remember very much because I played the game once and then I put it down.
And you hate it.
Sudden, as they're inside the castle, it turns out that Ryoma is there, and Iago then takes the stick and tosses it to Ryoma and says that Corrin stabbed Hinoka, right? And then then everyone has to force to lie that they actually killed Hinoka. Then Ryoma tries to stab Corrin in a one-on-one duel, but Corrin emerges victorious and Ryoma lays defeated, right? Then tells Ryoma that Hinoka is still alive and that King Garen appears and orders Corrin to stab Ryoma. And knowing that apparently Corrin's still a good chick, Ryoma stabs himself with his own sword.
Oh my god. What?
And Garen to the throne room.
Why?
He forbids the children from entering. But then Iago tries to kill Corrin, but the royal siblings intervene, and then Camilla axes Iago in hands because Camilla is an overpowered unit, which is the only good part about the game. And then Corrin reveals that to everyone that Garen is the slime monster thing. But then they enter the throne room where they see Garen as the big slime monster, and then they take up arms with Corrin. But then Corrin's stick, the Yado, has sex with Xander's stick, Siegfried.
Of course,
right?
yeah.
And then it becomes the Shadow Yado, which is the opposite. It's the clone of the Sonic Yado. It's Yado the Hedgehog.
Yado the Hedgehog, yeah.
And then they take the Shadow stick and
Yado 6.
They kill Garen, right? But all of a sudden, Takumi is there, right? But Takumi is doing weird things, right? He's like acting all and stuff because Takumi is possessed apparently. But yeah, he was supposed to die. But then he takes his bow and he breaks Corrin's stick.
Yep.
And then Corrin is knocked unconscious. But then Corrin sees Lilith, Makoto, and Ryoma. Remember in the other storyline when he saw the dead people? Yeah, well, he does it again. But then Takumi's there. And it turns out that Takumi in the real world is just like a puppet like Garen was. And that Takumi's been dead. And Takumi is also there.
Sure.
So Ghost Takumi tells Korin to stab regular Takumi, or real Takumi that's possessed by whatever slime monster, right?
Yes.
So then Korin wakes up from dying,
Okay.
and Azura uses her magic song to
Oh, the
weaken
song. Wait.
Yeah.
It's bad.
And Korin stabs Takumi. Now this battle is really stupid because if you pair your leveled up Korin with any flying unit, or pair up Xander with a flying unit, it's one hallway and you can just fly Xander and Korin straight
So
to
stupid.
the 4 Takumis, because there's 4 Takumis now, and then you can just take them all out and it's over. But then the rest of the game is needlessly hard, right?
Yes.
So then there's peace now because everyone's dead.
Oh, yeah.
So then Xander becomes king, and Hinoka and Sakura are set free, even though they're both useless.
Yes.
And then Hinoka becomes the queen of Hoshino, and then they have a peace treaty. And Korin is happy with their success, but also Korin is sad that she committed many a war crime and atrocity during the entire game. And so basically, they basically have the Fire Emblem version of white guilt. So, do I have to mention that throughout both of these games, Korin is a huge bitch?
Oh. That's how you
Not
like
like
porn.
Yeah, not like a mean bitch, but like a bitch. Like she's so bitchy about everything. It's like, no, I don't want to hurt anyone, and then you stab literally everyone. No, but look at this. I killed her. It's my fault. Yeah, it is your fault. You stabbed her.
Yeah, wait. Why do you like her then?
Because like no one cares about that, and the rest of Korin is really cute.
Oh, okay, there you go.
But then now we got to the really, really dumb one.
Oh, here
Which
is
the third
here
one,
it
the
is.
Revolution. Now, first things first, to get this storyline, you had to buy both games and then also buy this
That's
DLC
so stupid.
pack.
Why?
$20.
That's so dumb.
All right, ready? So this is what happened. Korin decides not to pair up with anyone, right?
Yes.
So then,
Which doesn't make sense because why would? Okay, whatever.
yeah. So none of them. Korin is torn because Korin's a bitch.
There you go.
And then Azura brings Korin to the bottomless canyon where they commit suicide. And then they arrive in the kingdom of Vala, which is something that no one knew existed before we paid the extra $80. Right? So now we're in Vala, right?
Yes.
And now Azura is able to reveal its secrets and its role behind the conflict between Hoshino and Noor. And then now that they have a third enemy, like now they have a third storyline, Azura makes Korin go take the 2 armies to fight Vala and its ruler, a dragon.
Yep.
Named Anakos, right? So Korin travels to Shido and Noor, gathering forces, right? And then at the same place that they found the Rainbow Sage, the Rainbow Sage unlocks the power of the Yado, turning it into another Yado. But
Yado
this time,
2. Electric Boogaloo.
This time, since there's no one else, it just becomes the Alpha Yado because it evolves on its own and doesn't depend on any other weapon or book.
It don't need no book or other thing.
Korin apparently now has the means to stop Anakos after just having the Rainbow Sage stroke her sword a bit.
Yep.
Right? And then...
Yes.
But then...
Right.
At the climax of the first half of the game, both the Crown Princes decide to help Korin, right?
Right.
And at the bottomless canyon again, Korin kills Hans and Iago because apparently they're there.
Yep.
Now, Garen hasn't agreed, but the Crown Princes have agreed. So Garen's still a bad guy, right? And Ryo and Xander form a truce to stop apparently the Kingdom of Vala.
Okay.
And apparently there's this chick named Scarlet that no one knows who she is. I'm going to wiki her right now.
Scarlet.
Yeah, no one knows who the hell Scarlet is.
Okay.
No, I think I know. Scarlet shows up in like one chapter, but then she gets stabbed.
Yes.
Yeah, in chapter 13, because she's hanging out with Takumi when...
Takumi.
Yeah, she's hanging out with Takumi when they have to kill Takumi, right?
Yes.
No, but then she's also there with Ryoma.
Okay.
But then she also gets stabbed.
Okay. Got it. Understood.
So, people are sending me pictures, right? It doesn't matter. So So Scarlet gets stabbed
Yes.
because an assassin tries to kill Corrin, but Scarlet takes it. So then now they have to escape, or now they have to travel through Vala, where they meet this kid named Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah, his name is straight up Anthony, who is
They're all
apparently
like Takumi, Xander, Corrin, and Anthony.
who has managed to escape Anakos's control, because apparently Anakos has like brainwashed all of Vala, right?
Why'd they name him Anthony?
He didn't escape the control, and that Anthony betrays the army. However, they quickly kill him once he turned into one of those rape monsters when his failures upset Anakos.
Okay.
Then they approach the Valley Castle, and then apparently there's a bunch of attacks on the army, hinting that someone may be a spy. And then they later encounter resurrected and controlled Arete, who's actually Azura's real mother, because remember, Azura was kidnapped from Hoshino from Nor, and it turns out that Garen had like 6 wives, and that Azura is actually Corrin's older sister, technically. But they're the same age.
Didn't. Sure,
what's your question?
Yes.
I don't know, ask your question.
Corrin was born in Hoshino.
Corrin was born
in Hoshino, and Azura was born in Nor.
Yeah, but then they traded places because they all got kidnapped.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
Arete was Garen's wife that he had before, or that he had after. He was the second wife, because the first wife was the one who was the mom to Xander, Camilla, Leo, and Elise. Then there was Arete, who had Azura, and then there was Corrin, who got stolen. But Arete died.
Oh,
so then they kill. It takes them several times for them to battle her and free her from Anakos's control. But I don't know if they kill her or not. I forget.
Okay.
But then when they go to assault the castle, apparently Corrin's dead mom Makoto is there, who's like Arete, who's another one of Anakos's puppets, because apparently Anakos can do everything. And then it turns out that Corrin is actually part of the Valite royalty. So Corrin doesn't belong to any kingdom. Corrin belongs to the Valites, right?
Right.
They encounter King Sumeragi, who was the hooded man at the beginning of the game that blew up and killed Makoto. Because King Sumeragi, Corrin's original dad, was Makoto, because King Makoto and Queen King Sumeragi and Queen Makoto, right? So it turns out that King Sumeragi is the one who blew up the town square with Corrin's old haunted sword that Garen gave to him. So then they kill Sumeragi, I think, and he expresses pride in his children, and that they have the strength to end Anakos, but also that Corrin isn't actually his child, and that he has no connection to the Hoshiden royal sibling. That at the throne room, there's a trap that apparently affects everyone except for Corrin and Azura, because it turns out that Gunter, who was Corrin's retainer, says that Corrin and Azura have been traitors all along because they're ties to Vala, but actually Gunter...
Wait a minute.
Actually, Gunter turns out that he's been a traitor all along.
Okay.
In the army, but Corrin defeats him and forgives him.
What?
Allowing him to return service to the army. So now Gunter is there.
Okay, go on.
And then Anakos appears, right? And he attacks the army. And he summons King Garen, who offers to be the vessel of Anakos, to give Anakos a physical form, but Anakos eats him.
Wait.
And then apparently eating King Garen gave Anakos power that he lost, and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, eating kings gives you more power.
And then Corrin resonates with Xander's stick, with Ryoma's stick, with Leo's book and Takumi's bow, and then it becomes... and then they all have a big weapon gangbang, and then they become the Omega Yata.
Big weapon gangbang.
The Omega Yato is the chainsaw sword that Corrin has in Smash Bros., right? And apparently that addition of a chainsaw gives Corrin the power to kill Anakos, who they restore peace to the world. Then a portal to the kingdom of Vala. Oh, so the kingdom of Vala is the heaven place that Corrin went to. So the portal to Vala is sealed because apparently Vala doesn't actually exist on this physical plane, but then it's reformed the kingdom is reformed in the physical plane with land granted from
'Cause why
Hoshino
not?
Nor. Then Azura relinquishes her birthright as the
wait.
crown princess of Vala to Corrin, making him the monarch of Vala. And then
Wait.
so where was I? I was talking about how
The birthright, the Azura, and
they all live happily ever after. But it turns out that the dragon Anikos is actually more important because Anikos used to be like a normal dude and a really cool guy, but Anikos. So here now we got to go into the backstory because there's backstory to this. Because
there's more.
hold on. So Anikos, right? Anikos was one of these things called the first dragons, right? Which were like the gods, and he turned into a degenerate and obliterated Vala and almost all of its people, right? So then Anikos used to be a pretty chill dude. He gave humanity wisdom, and he had a close friend of Kadros, who was the first king of Vala, and he gave essence of his blood, allowing them to utilize the power of dragon veins, which is the dragon stuff that lets people do cool things, because only Corrin and the royal children can use dragon veins, and that's a mechanic in the game, and it's so stupid. All right?
Of course, no, it's not stupid.
So then,
cool.
unlike the other gods who are normal, Anikos became a degenerate, and then but he did not shed his mortal shell and decided to become the figurehead of the Valite people. But apparently, through the power of a song and a fragment of his dragon
the song, yes,
Anikos became like. It turned Anikos into a bitch, and the Dragonstone and the song were passed down to the Valite royalty. But then, after generations of kings, Anikos' rage grew. Then he burned down a forest, right? And then the people of Vala tried to blame him. They blamed him for it, and they tried to kill him. Although Anikos didn't comprehend that what he did was a huge dick move, and he couldn't understand why they tried to kill him. He locked himself in a mountain cave and decided to hate people, right?
Yes.
So then people tried to reason with him, right? And then he lost control of himself and killed the king of Vala, right? So now this is where Corrin's origins come from. Because apparently, before he completely turned into an evil degenerate, he ripped off a portion of his soul, which took on a human appearance to stop his rage. Then Anikos became an invisible, he started forming an invisible army, right? And then he resurrected the dead. And he self-sired, which means that he asexually reproduced a daughter named Lilith. And Lilith was the fish lady, right? But then good human Anikos wandered around with no memories and then met Makoto. And apparently he and Makoto had an affair, and because of his dragon bloodline, they had a kid, and that kid was Corrin, right? But then because he had an affair with the damn queen, he got and he made Makoto never to tell anyone who he was and what the child was. And then he had a vision. He had a vision of another world where many heroes fell the great dragon, right? He had a vision, right?
Yes.
But it turns out what he was seeing is that he was seeing Fire Emblem Awakening because Anikos thought this game sucked and he wanted to play a better one.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. That came right out of left field. Wait.
Yeah, so he apparently Anikos got Ultra Instinct and was able to see into like other dimensions where he saw Fire Emblem. He saw another world. And why did I open up Audacity? He saw another world, and that he wanted to go help the people fighting the dragon, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then, what happens is that Anikos transports himself to another world, and he arrives in Eolis after the fall of Grima and hangs out with he meets Owain, Inigo, and Severa. If you don't know, those are characters in Fire Emblem Awakening.
That's just so stupid.
So then apparently Valite forces are there in Eolis, and they're fighting them, right? And then he defeats the forces. Anikos thanks them for helping them, right? But then Anikos couldn't put them back into their timeline, right? And it goes kind of put them back into the original timeline, right? So then they asked, what they did was, oh my god, I'm so confused.
It's been 40 minutes.
I'm so confused. Because apparently what happened was they split the timeline in Fire Emblem Awakening again. Because invaders from the Valite invaders ruined everything again after Robin defeated Grima. There was more people, and then they all died again.
Yes.
The timeline.
Ooh.
And then he finds a thing called a Fell brand, which is a reclassing item.
Okay.
So that's just classes, right? But apparently that reclassing item belonged to Robin.
Yay!
To Vala.
Mm-hmm.
He takes them to go see Mikoto.
Okay. Wait, how much more of the story is there? Did you say all the story?
So much.
There's more? How much more?
And then so he brings. All right.
Like, okay, breathe.
All right.
Breathe.
So he brings them to Vala and explains his story to them, so that they go to Hoshido and they go to see Mikoto and Korin fulfill their destiny, and then they assemble the 5 divine weapons, which were the Yado, the book, the electric sword, the edgy sword, and the bow.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And then what happens is that before he can tell them the name of Korin's name, Lilith appears, and then she tries to stop him. And then she tells him that the Norians captured Korin. So then Owain, Inigo, and Severa try to kill Lilith, but they can't. Because Anikos had a vision prior to their arrival showing that they would be defeated if they met a girl in Vala, right? So Anikos sends them back home, but no, they don't, and they stay and fight. So then they believe him. They believe him, and Anikos gives them the power to defeat them, and gives them new names, Odin, Laszlo, and Selena, which explains why there are characters in Fire Emblem Fates that look exactly like Owain, Inigo, and Severa. It's the same guys, right?
What?
He teleported 3 characters from another game.
Why? Why is
because
this in the game?
They tried to make it better.
I hate
Lilith summons a giant army of Valites, including Azura's mother, Arete, but then they managed to peace out.
Okay.
So, but they try to keep fighting them, but Anikos warps them all straight to Nor and tells them to work for the Norian royal family in hopes of finding Korin. And then now he's left alone to deal with Lilith, and she tries to kill him, but she can't. And Anikos tells Lilith that he really does love her, even though he's never fucking met her. And then Lilith becomes conflicted because his dragon form never told him that he loved her. So then she decides to stop trying to kill him.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Dragon senses Lilith's wavering loyalty and attempts to kill her. Then Anikos, the good one, kills himself, taking the hit, and then he dies, and then Lilith becomes
oh no.
Lilith becomes good, and then it turns out that the only reason why Korin was able to defeat Anikos was because that Selena, Odin, and Laszlo were there.
But,
And then by Fire Emblem Fates, oh my god.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, this is...
Okay, so now this is why this is stupid.
Okay, well, okay. So we got through the story.
No, we didn't. We're not done.
Oh, no, there's more. Never mind. There's more stupid. Okay, go.
So there's another DLC called Heirs of Fate. Heirs of Fate, right?
More?
And then Anikos, it turns out that there's another version of the Revelation route where, so they split the timeline again.
Again!
So in this, they don't. The revelation. No one survives. Anakos snaps the magic chainsaw stick in half and kills everyone except for Azura and her son Shigure. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Anakos starts to go and invade the other world, which are the other games where Nora and Hoshido won the war. So he sends Valite minions to attack in all the deep realms. Or the deep realms are this magic dimension that the parents keep their kids in, that lets them have their kids when they have kids, and then you can use them.
Why is that a thing? That
because
be
the
real.
kids are the key, because if the kids are still around, then they can kill Anakos, because they can still use the power of the magic stick and all the books and bows and stuff, right?
Of course. Yes.
So he tries to kill them, but he doesn't. And he almost uses an illusion that makes them see each other as Valites and kill each other. But then Shigure dispels the illusion, and then they all become together. And then they confront Anakos, right?
Right.
And then Anakos, apparently he's so batshit insane and retarded that he mistakes Shigure for Kadros.
Mm-hmm.
Kadros, right? And then, so by chance, they win this battle by chance because Anakos is retarded.
Yes.
And then Shigure tries to sing the song. And Anakos tries to attempt to stop him because he doesn't want to see Kadros go into eternal suffering like Azura, that he's not ready for it. But Kadros isn't there. But then the other children teleport in.
Oh, yeah. They're there.
And then
breathe.
And then Anakos summons an army of Valite minions, including the fathers of the kids. So all the dudes, but none of the ladies. But Corrin isn't there for some reason. But Corrin's not there because Corrin is Anakos.
What? Wait.
Because Corrin was birthed from Anakos, remember?
Yes. I didn't. Yeah.
This has two too.
What?
So Shigure sings the song, right?
Yeah.
Because the kids had to give up their memories as payment to stop Shigure from being subjugated to eternal suffering. And then Anakos, apparently Shigure saved Anakos, and Anakos is good now. And then Lilith arrives. But in the bad ending, Lilith is dead, and that's the only difference.
Huh. So they're the same thing, but dead. But okay, so is that the story? Is there more?
That's it. That's all that Anakos is.
So I don't see anything wrong with it. So
Alex, the story sucks.
So what's your problem with it? I don't get it.
The story sucks.
Yeah, is there anything like now? What are your main complaints about the story?
I don't know what the canon is. All right,
true.
I don't know which one is right. All right,
none of them are right. They're all different.
The canon timeline was actually Conquest, where Corrin sides with Noah. But I don't know if that's right because there's so much more about Revelations, and I don't know if there's a canon because, damn it.
It's broke here. You just broke. No. Oh God.
All right, so the story is idiotic and retarded. We can agree on that, right?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, it is.
So this is what I want to talk about.
Oh, now you're calm.
The world map is an absolute clusterfuck, all right?
Oh.
You start going random places. You can't revisit places. I mean, you can revisit places you've already been. But once you complete the main story, there's literally nothing for you to do. But
there's no replay value.
Birthright, right?
Yeah.
There's so much replay value, but the game is so easy. You beat it in like an hour, right? But then in Conquest, there's no replay value at all, and the game is hard as balls.
Jeez.
Right? So the Conquest is like if we were playing, let's say, the Path of Radiance, the one on the Wii, at like top difficulty, and that's starting it at normal, because then you can crank up the difficulty more on Conquest. But then Revelation it's halfway. It's more difficult than Birthright, but less difficult than Conquest. So, right, because... Ugh,
Okay. Yes, go on.
because you gotta buy all 3 games to know the entire story without just
That's
Googling
so
the wiki.
dumb.
And then, let's just say, I hate
Yes,
this entire game.
I can tell. Now, is there, like, do you have problems with the gameplay? Like, what about that do you not like?
Well, I don't like about the gameplay is that literally all of your units are useless except for Corrin and the main 3 kids and the main 4 siblings that you have.
Okay.
They're all useless, all right? They're there for fodder to ping damage before you can get your actually good units across to stab them.
Yeah.
Because this is in Conquest. Because in Birthright, everyone's a pushover, and you have 2 different ways to complete a level. In
Okay.
Conquest, you have one way, and you have one way for each level. That's either kill everyone or kill the boss, and the boss has a horde of enemies, right? And what happens is you use the rest of your units besides Corrin and the main 4 kids to pair up with to either give your main 4 kids flying by pairing them up with a flying unit, or they're just used for fodder to block people from going to get your main units, and then you have to circle around. The gameplay is so boring and repetitive because you got to do the same thing every time. And then sometimes, out of nowhere, the opponent will just randomly get a critical hit and ruin your entire damn plan.
Yeah.
And then...
See, that's the thing, though. You love Fire Emblem Awakening, so like
Fire Emblem Awakening is it's so much better because there's only one storyline. There's 3 difficulties. You can do whatever the hell you want. The map isn't a clusterfuck, and you can replay it. And the story isn't confusing hell.
Because you love that accelerates your hate for this game so much more. That's why
I love all the other Fire Emblem games.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all great.
And that's why you hate this game. So that's kind of like me with Hey Pikmin.
This game sucks. All right, it's so bad.
So, what do you love about it, though?
Corrin, Camilla.
Oh yeah, there you go. And then that one girl, what's her name?
Felicia.
Okay.
That's about it.
Got it. So, is there any...
This top and put it into the new Fire Emblem game that's coming out, Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
3 Houses.
Now, you know how much of a clusterfuck this game created just by having that one choice?
Yeah.
You know they're gonna do the exact same thing, right?
3
Except
houses, 3 decisions.
There's 3 of them, but then there's also probably going to be the one route where you don't
the
choose
4th one, where it's different. And there's gonna be new places, new people, new dragons, new everything, and you're gonna love it.
And your character is so damn boring. All right, you're just a dude. You're literally just a teacher. So boring as hell. And you know that since you're the guy, you're gonna have some connection to some gay dragon that gives you like superpowers. That's
Whoa! Wait a minute, this is cool.
Look at me, I can turn my hand into a stick.
Now that's epic. That's very epic. As Ben Shapiro once said, okay, now this is epic. So.
Oh my god.
How'd that feel? To get all that out.
I'm not done.
Oh, there's more. Okay. What else? What do you got? What's another thing?
If Birthright wasn't easy enough, there's this new game mode called Phoenix Mode, which basically just revives your units after they die.
Oh, that's easy. That's stupid. That's like Fire Emblem, but just kidding. It's not.
No, it is stupid.
Wait a minute, no, it's a Phoenix.
I hate this game so much.
Does it feel good to get it all out, or are you just more mad?
I'm just more mad, because I know that the next Fire Emblem game is going to turn out exactly the same.
Well, hopefully it doesn't.
It will.
Okay, well, hopefully.
Also, the Street Pass thing is absolutely stupid. There's a Street Pass mode in the game, and it's so damn boring and dumb. Because then you can cook things, and then you can cook and
Whoa.
make things. You have to
Whoa, cooking.
out of 10 pieces of rice, all right?
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's what that is. What do you hate?
Oh, and then there are more furry classes too.
Oh no, that's not good.
And each kingdom has their own type of furry classes. Because the furries have these things called wolf skins, which are wolves, right?
Oh no, that sounds really bad.
Yeah. And then they turn into wolfs.
Fungus.
What?
That's what it says. No, it says Wolfsegner,
We
I
might
think
need to censor that.
right?
Right.
And then, so then the Hoshidans have the kitsunes, which are the magic foxes.
Oh
And then
god.
the kitsunes turn into the nine tails, which are the magic foxes with two tails.
Yes. But furry.
Yeah, but
No.
Selkie is hot.
Ew. I don't like that. Okay, what else? Do you have anything else to say? You probably do.
Corin's kid is really cute. Their name's Kana, and
Well,
she's
there's a
adorable.
positive.
She's adorable. She's adorable.
Okay.
She's adorable.
Is there anything good about the game besides Camilla, Corin,
And
her daughter,
Felicia,
anything else?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I could listen to Camilla's voice for about like 12 hours straight each day.
Oh my god. Okay, we're not going into that. That's gonna be some weird stuff.
Yeah, shut up.
It is. Oh god.
Yeah, so the game is boring as hell
Yeah.
because you can't do anything, right?
Yeah.
So here's the problem, is what I'm going to say. The game you can never play the game right because you play Birthright, right? The game, you can do whatever you want, but then you become so overpowered that you beat every level in like a minute and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they balance that out in Conquest by making it so that you can't do whatever you want, but then each takes like an hour and a half to complete. But then it's supposed to be the halfway mark, right? So that you've got best of both worlds, right? But you don't, because then you have 10 times more units, and then you can just upgrade them all like 60 times, and then it just becomes like Fire Emblem. It just becomes like Birthright, where you can complete the level in an hour or a minute and a half.
Okay.
Stupid as hell.
Yeah. How stupid is it?
Extremely dumb.
Okay. Well, is there anything else? Is there more?
The Deep Realms. Let's talk more about the magic time zone that they toss the kids in when they fuck.
Yes. What about
it?
So,
here's what they do, right? The Deep Realms, right?
Yeah.
So the Deep Realms is this thing where it's like an extra-dimensional thing outside of the physical world with Nor and Hoshido, and then even outside of Vala, right?
Yeah.
And they're accessible easily through unknown means, but are common knowledge to just random people in Fates. So this was sort of like with the Outrealms from Fire Emblem Awakening. It's the same concept, but even in that game, I think it's extremely stupid.
Okay.
Because what happens is that here's the difference. In Fire Emblem Fates, the Outrealms, it's straight up just a time pocket.
Yeah.
All right. Now, but the Deep Realms is it's their time pocket. They have an accelerated flow of time, and they toss a babysitter in there with the kid that after they fuck, and then the kid accelerates and he grows up at like an alarming rate. And then there's a babysitter, but then every time you go to get the kid, someone attacks the place, and then the kid.
What? What was that? Kid.
The kid. It's so stupid.
Kid.
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 You know, now I'm just imagining, what if, like, there's a bread place there that was called Hoshi Dough? I've been trying to search up a picture of Hoshi Dough, like bread.
So stupid. That's an episode title right there.
Hoshi Dough. Yeah, I was trying to find like a picture we could put as the background or the thumbnail. But
Just put like a piece of bread with a pile of shit on it, because that's what this game is.
Okay. Hoshi Dough.
Oh my god, this game sucks.
Yeah, I can tell.
So then my problem with Fire Emblem Three Houses, right? It's looking like it's just going to turn out like this game is, except it's all in one game.
Okay, well that's at least a little bit better.
Yeah, but then I'm going to have to pay like $60 for it
make
and
more.
be disappointed again.
Yeah. Yeah. But what if it's good? Hey.
It's not going to be good.
Yeah. Well, it might. Ooh. Fine. But what if it is?
It's so bad.
Bad. Oh,
Bad.
bad. Oh, jeez, it's so bad.
Yeah, I really don't know what to think about the new game.
Yeah.
Because I really want it to be good. I really want it to be good. But it's just not looking like it.
Yeah. I've never really played a Fire Emblem game. I want to play a good one. So like if Three Houses is good, which it probably won't be, but if
I'll buy it the first day and I'll tell you if it's good or not.
Okay,
all right?
Because then I'll try it out.
Well, I'll 24-hour stream the game on YouTube.
Jeez.
If you guys don't know, we have a YouTube channel. It's Playing Lame.
Yeah, Playing Lame.
It's me 24-hour streaming the game.
Yeah.
Probably am gonna do that.
Oh, I got a notification for the channel. Well, Jane subscribed and Nicole and Sarah subscribed.
Hey.
So we got some new people. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Sarah. If you're watching, how you doing? Nicole, I'm way better at violin than you. Ooh. Let's fight.
Ooh. I want to draw
I'm
more.
so good I don't even play anymore.
Ooh.
Get absolutely nay-nayed on.
Alright,
okay.
I think I'm done here. You want to play Smash Bros?
I gotta leave in like 10 minutes, but you can play a little bit.
Shit,
you can
right?
kind of review.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
That's the most of it. So we're still working on our podcast.
Hell yeah.
Working on the logo, working on the
playing Corin.
Everything.
I want to get good with Corin.
You gotta play with some Corin.
Yeah, I gotta play some Corin.
Wait a minute. Yeah, you know, from that game. What's that game again?
No, Corin's a Smash Bros. Original character.
Yeah, I think she was out in she was revealed before the game came out.
Yeah, she was a Smash Bros. Original character.
So she's Smash Bros. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Hey, Jaden's on Smash.
Oh really?
Maybe I can switch him
over. Be on.
Yeah. You mind texting him because you're not playing video games? Mind texting him to switch over?
Yeah, I'll text him.
Podcast.
Yeah. And then you guys can talk a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm seeing Captain Marvel.
Hell yeah, dude.
Everybody.
Yeah. We can talk about that on next podcast. Tell us what you think about it.
Yeah, I don't like most of the Marvel movies. A lot of people say it's very mediocre.
Yeah, I've heard it's
it's gonna be a lot like Ant-Man. So
I heard
I'll check that out.
Fight scenes are like ass.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what I was like excited for.
Because like I watch a whole lot of Moist Critical, and he said
Critical. Oh.
He said the movie is good. It's just kind of mediocre.
Okay.
Like it's very standard of Marvel. It's like they were too safe with it. Is what is I think.
Yeah, I like when Marvel gets like really weird with stuff.
I think they're too safe with it because I think it's their first first female lead for a movie, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing with Thor Ragnarok. They got really weird with everything, but it turned out amazing.
They needed a new way to brand Thor because the Thor Dark World sucked ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the first one, the second one, they suck. So they just like pour everything out of that. It's like, oh,
yeah,
you guys broke.
Also, it's a
new. Jane Foster broke up. Okay.
It was a new director. It was I forget the guy's name. Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi. Yeah.
Why'd you say it weird?
What? Taika Waititi?
Yeah, why'd you
That's how you say his name.
Yeah, but you don't have to go Waititi. It's just Waititi.
Yeah, I guess. But I feel like I should. 'Cause it feels right. I don't know. No, yeah, that movie's good. What's your favorite Marvel movie?
I think it's original Ant-Man is my favorite Marvel movie.
Really? Wow.
I love
A lot of people.
Ant-Man and the Wasp is a huge disappointment, but it's an okay movie. Original Ant-Man,
Yeah.
oh my God, is that movie good?
Really? Wow.
I love it.
I really like Infinity War was good, but I really like Spider-Man Homecoming. That one,
I liked it, but it was like I expected what was going to happen. I mean,
yeah. I don't know, I just really like Spider-Man. What else? How about, well, what other movie? There's Guardians of the Galaxy I love, that's a great one. Yeah. The first Avengers movie was actually my favorite, my first Marvel movie I saw.
really, I've been watching them since like Iron Man.
Yeah, I saw it on Netflix, and then I watched every movie before that, and I followed everything up after. That was in like third grade.
You didn't see it in theaters? I did.
No, I was really young. I saw it on Netflix. It was like
Ultron.
third grade. Because it was 10. Well, no, yeah, no. Marvel, the MCU has lasted 10 years.
Yeah, it's Marvel. That's their whole logo with the tent now.
Yeah. So that was when I was 5. So that's, yeah.
Yeah. Man, playing against Samus is kind of annoying.
And I'm texting Jaden. You could continue with Arwin.
Oof. Yeah, so
Oh God.
any viewers, you guys should subscribe to our YouTube channel. We post gameplay we do up there, and also the podcast.
Yeah, and the gameplay from the podcast. I'm going to eventually get a capture card that will probably be bought soon, and I'm excited for that because then our gameplay can go along with our
podcast.
Yeah,
the audio, because it's hard as hell for us to sync up replay data.
Yeah, it's just like because we miss so many games, so it's not really sequential, and then it's kind of impossible to do for us now. But we're gonna get a capture card, and I think it'll help a lot with the podcast.
Hell yeah!
It's a Plain Lame podcast.
But that's us.
Yep, that's our podcast. Also, I'm leaving soon.
We plan to do more than podcasting on the channel, so
yeah. And you can find me on Instagram at Amorosa Bread. It's the picture of the bread bug.
Bread bug.
You'll know if you see it.
It looks like bread.
Yeah, and it's a bug.
Maybe you should make it the greater bread bug.
No, but I like that one better.
Do you know?
I thought about it. I want someone that like a really good not animated, but like a nice cartoon design of the bread bug. I want a really nice picture of that because there's no pictures of the bread bug online.
Bread bug was before you told me. Oh my God!
Yeah, but it's the best. I love Pikmin. Not Pikmin.
For the first time online ever.
What?
Well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I just got put in sudden death for the first time online ever.
Wow, I've never had that. Yeah, I was playing some quick play earlier, and I was getting some back airs going, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna try to do that more. And then because if you guys don't know, I played a lot of K. Rool and Bowser, so I was playing K. Rool, and I played against another K. Rool, and we were kind of evenly. I was a little bit better than him.
Oh, you were a little better. Okay.
It was kind of interesting because of the super armor. We would do like the same move, like we both did like F tilt, which is like the clap, and has super armor. So he did like a millisecond before me. He did it, which hit my super armor, and then I hit him. So like, K. Rool against K. Rool is an interesting game. Like in the beginning, we both did neutral B at each other.
Yeah, Alex, that's something I noticed. You edge guard exclusively with neutral B, and also
I know
when you take stocks, you also just instantly start charging neutral B, and I don't think that's a very good idea.
I know. I need to improve watching videos of K. Rool. DDD, that DDD energy.
that big DDD.
Yep.
The notorious DDD.
Notorious.
Almost got with the dash attack. I fall back.
Glorious.
Where'd my up B go?
Up B. Okay, you know who we haven't talked about in a little bit?
Who?
Connor.
Connor.
We want him on the podcast.
Does he exist?
We don't know. I've never really talked to him at all, but I want him on the podcast anyway.
We should anger Nicole about it, or like we should.
Yeah, Nicole, if you're watching, get Connor on
podcast.
We also need Con Fish.
Definitely, dude. I was talking to Con Fish on Friday, actually.
Oh yeah, I talked to him during lunch and
Paideia.
Paideia. We're hoping to have him on. Sarah said she wanted to come on.
Actually.
Who else should be on the podcast? Ryan.
Bungus.
We still need our other two hosts on the podcast. Still hasn't happened.
Well, actually,
Dan and Ryan.
We can film an episode with Ryan tomorrow.
Wait,
he said he wanted to be on.
Did I accidentally give a last name?
No, I didn't hear.
Ryan. Okay, hopefully not, because I may have given Ryan.
I'll look back at the audio and see.
Bungus.
Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Wait, censor that out too.
I do remember. You did say Ryan's name.
Yeah. Also censor out the school.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I'll eventually become an editor, and then I'll be able to edit my own mistakes.
It's not that hard.
I make them. I know. I bet it's not that bad.
The video footage and then just finding the mistake.
Yeah. I'm gonna get the capture card. We're gonna get a logo. I'm gonna start editing.
Oh no, I'm getting sauced by this.
We're eventually gonna monetize our stuff, and then we're gonna go from there. We're still getting all into it. We're getting introduced to everything.
It's slow.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, we're seeing what works, see what doesn't, improving. We're working on it. Everybody
have fun tonight.
Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Isn't that the song?
No.
Yes, it is.
What the
I
fuck?
forget what. I think it's something with my family.
Yeah.
That song. I know everybody have fun tonight. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. That's a song.
That's kind of racist.
No, it's not. It's a real song. I think.
You think?
I'm pretty sure because in my family we've heard that. No, my dad's heard that song on the radio. That's a real song. Like I'm not making up. I'm not being racist. Don't worry about it.
I guess.
Yeah, because it's a real song.
Oh man,
Remembering that is weird.
None of Corn's moves kill anymore, and I'm sad. Corn got the.
They nerf
still
Corn.
good, but like.
Poor Ryan. Can't find a good
Dude,
main.
Ryan's still struggling, boss.
Yeah, he needs
I
to.
just killed myself.
Ryan, our other host, who has not been on. Yeah, he's struggling.
Yeah, I just need to get better with Corn. I need to play some more practice matches.
Yeah.
I mean,
I gotta find another character to play. Maybe Roy, maybe Mario. I don't know.
Mario's not that bad.
Yeah, because he's kind of fun. I just need to get used to not like using fair all the time. Because
you gotta know when to forward aerial.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's not fast, so it's not like a K. Rool fair or a Bowser.
I know when to use forward aerial.
You can't just. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know. Forward aerial.
Aerial. That hit me.
I'm still thinking about Hoshido.
Yeah, that could be. Jaden, make that the YouTube. Just take a PNG of Ryoma's haircut, and then just put it over a piece of bread.
Yeah. Yeah, that shouldn't be that hard, right?
It should be.
You could probably search up like Ryoma
Jaden's
hair.
forte is photo editing, not video.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he should be able to do that.
Yeah. Hey, Jaden, how you
Saiyan
doing?
Ryan that he made.
Huh? So what? Oh yeah, the Super Saiyan Ryan. Yeah,
Infinity Gauntlet.
you know you had to do it to him.
And he was doing it to him with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's hilarious. I love that picture. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, Jaden, get on that.
Get on that shit.
Okay.
We need that.
Okay.
We need it.
Yeah, we all need that. Hoshido.
We all need Hoshido.
I mean, we don't, but we need Hoshido. Hoshido, Rami, Fossil. Oh wait, my dad's here. Okay, podcast. I gotta go.
Okay, I'll close it out. Catch us on our YouTube channel and bye.